Good evening. I want to start by thanking you for taking the stay-at-home instructions so seriously. There's been a noticeable difference on our streets, in our shops, and in our workplaces over these last 3 days. I know that what sounds like a simple request to stay at home is far more difficult in reality. As a father, I understand the pressure it puts on families with children being taught from home and isolated from their friends. We're all separated from loved ones and extended families, even with the benefit of technology. So thank you sincerely for your cooperation, your understanding, and your patience. By staying at home, you're protecting the most vulnerable in our society and ensuring that our health services are not completely overwhelmed. In a time of global crisis, it's understandable that you want more information and guidance. You want to know what government wants you to do and what government is doing to support you. My challenge is ensuring that you are given the right information at the right time so you can respond appropriately. The evolving situation means the answers aren't always available right away, but I promise we will give you that information clearly and openly as soon as it's confirmed. Yesterday, I hosted my first Twitter question and answer session and was very pleased with the level of engagement. But I understand the limitations of that particular platform, and I can't answer all the questions in detail in that format, but I hope to address some of those now. I'm also looking at more ways to engage with the public using other social media platforms, as well as in print and on the radio, to ensure that anyone who isn't online can get all the information they need. But if you or someone you know are in any doubt as to what help is available and can't get access online, please either ring your parish hall or the helpline. First, I want to give you an update on our healthcare position. And there are currently 81 positive cases of coronavirus in Jersey and 9 islanders are in hospital. Now, we're not releasing details of the number of people in intensive care. And that's not because all these patients are receiving intensive care. It's because the numbers involved are very, very small. And we want to respect people's right to privacy during what could be a difficult time. I've also been asked about the modelling that underpins our health advice. So we have a very clear contain, delay and shield public health strategy, which is in line with World Health Organization recommendations. We've been containing the spread of the virus by requiring people with coronavirus symptoms and those that have travelled to isolate themselves and their whole household completely. We are tracing those who've been in contact with confirmed cases and requiring them to isolate themselves too. We are delaying the spread of the virus through stay at home, which, while it requires us all to make dramatic changes to our everyday lives, will make a huge difference in slowing the pace at which coronavirus spreads across our community. And we are actively shielding those people who are severely vulnerable to coronavirus by asking them to isolate themselves at home to minimize the chances of them catching the virus. The Community Task Force and our parishes are making support for these people top priority. We want to keep them safe and healthy. But we must be prepared for an increase in the number of cases. Our health service has been working tirelessly to prepare for this, and we have up to 24 ventilators available for immediate use, with a further 10 on order. And I want to reassure you that at present there is enough PPE, that's personal protective equipment, for all healthcare workers in accordance with health guidelines, and we are expecting more. We're supporting care providers across the community with sourcing equipment and operating a One Healthcare approach. Now, tomorrow, the public health team will update you on our testing programme. Ultimately, we do want to test all islanders to identify those who are immune and enable them to begin working and circulating again. The equipment we need to do this is understandably in high demand across the world, but it is a priority for us. The health of our economy is also important to ensure that islanders can support themselves and their families. And we've introduced a government co-funded payroll scheme, phase 1 of which began today. Applications are open and businesses will receive money within a few days of making that application. Phase 2 of the scheme will run between April and the end of June and is for businesses and self-employed workers who pay Class 2 Social Security contributions. It also covers a wider range of sectors affected by coronavirus. For this period, they will be able to claim subsidies towards wages or salaries up to a maximum of £1,600 per worker per month, and the scheme will be reviewed for extension. The Jersey Business Disruption Loan Guarantee Scheme, which was launched on Monday, has made £50 million available for loans to support local businesses. And we've also relaxed income support rules for people under 25, and we're providing financial support for anyone who's lived here for less than 5 years. That scheme, which is called CRESS, was launched today. I've received many questions from members of the construction industry. To be clear, from 6 o'clock this Friday afternoon, the 3rd of April, all construction sites in Jersey must close. A very few who are carrying out work which is vital to Jersey's infrastructure will be able to carry on. Every other construction worker should stop. Many construction businesses may say they don't work on a traditional building site, but this instruction to stop covers everyone. Any company or individual must stop if they are normally required to comply with the Health and Safety Construction Regulations 2016. The construction industry can use the payroll co-funding scheme during the next few weeks, and on Friday we will be announcing a permit scheme which will enable certain construction sites to reopen, but that scheme will take a little time to set up. So prepare to stop work on Friday evening and look for more information then. If you are unsure, stop work and check by emailing constructioncovid@gov.je. The objective here is to stop the spread of coronavirus, and the construction industry have their part to play. Please also bear in mind that shops are adjusting to new demands and we're in a transition period. You can help by planning visits to the shops throughout the day, not taking children, and offering to shop for friends and family. This will reduce the number of people turning up at the shops at the same time, ease queuing, and preserve social distancing. I want to thank the many islanders who've given their time and expertise to our Connect Me scheme, supporting islanders in need. Anyone who's fit and well is encouraged to register as a volunteer, and there are a wide range of roles. Some are in the community, delivering essential supplies and hot meals, and others are at home, and include translating or calling someone who's in need of a chat. If you're struggling, or if you need support to get through this challenging time, please get in touch, either through the helpline on 44 5566, or by completing the Connect Me form on gov.je, or by contacting your parish hall. We have to accept that this is not going to be an overnight process. As much as we'd like to be able to wake up tomorrow and resume our lives, we're going to have to face restrictive measures for some time. It'll be tough on our families, our businesses, and our community. But we will come through this together. When the time comes to lift lockdown, we'll look at how we can move back to normal life in a staged way. And thank you again to everyone working in our community, in our public and emergency services, and especially in our health services, who are working day and night to protect islanders and save lives. We owe you all an immeasurable debt. To everyone in our community, I repeat, stay home and stay safe. Thank you and good evening.